Well, welcome back to the vlog. I just spilled my coffee, the last sip. My name is Dennis. I'm a business student, currently just moved to Japan, currently writing my bachelor thesis. On this channel, just to give you an idea, what I do is I do lifestyle vlogs, talk about the year, and film a little bit of behind the scenes, my life here in Germany as a student, also now here in Japan. Right now, today, it's such a great weather. It's also Sakura season. It's starting to approach. It's right now 24th of March, so the trees are starting to bloom. So it's a very, very nice atmosphere. And I'm trying to become a full-time content creator. Why I'm doing YouTube videos, but also Instagram short form videos, in order to make this my full-time living and actually be able to stay here as a full-time content creator, hopefully one day. I also bought a protein bar, my favorite protein bar, Savas. This one is really good. I mean, Germany has a little bit more options, but still. And just came out here today to actually get out and film a reel for my main Instagram account, which I haven't done in almost 3 months now. Yeah, it's been almost 3 months because I moved here in the end of January. I had a very good run before that with my social media short form and long form, but I just stopped and creating content at some point because I wanted to have it perfect. You know, I wanted to capture this move of me going to Japan as perfect as possible to get as many views, as many likes, as many opportunities as possible. But ultimately, I didn't create anything anymore. And I just started to lie to myself in a way, like, hey, just wait, you're gonna do it, just wait. And now I had enough, and I also stopped being really consistent with my long form YouTube videos where I was doing every single week one vlog. So I just wanted to take you guys along today and throughout the week how my life looks like and trying to balance it in a way of doing my thesis. I'm working full time and also doing long form and short form content. Still trying to enjoy this type of weather and beautiful Sakura season. Just finished filming my Instagram reel, my comeback reel, so to say, my reintroduction reel. I was kind of stressed to film also the BTS of that because I think it took me like easy 1.5 hours for like a short 30-second reel, but it's still not edited even. Damn, the sun is quite bright. We found this nice scenery with the Sakura trees, and I really wanted to take the time, and also feel free to check out my Instagram from now on to, you know, once a week have a really high quality video, a reel where I really post also the behind the scenes of YouTube, my life here in Japan, and also just content creation itself with some other things that I don't mention here on this channel necessarily, but also just go out and put in more work, you know, just changing up the location, creating a short list, and it does take more time, but it's also more fulfilling because I know it's high quality content. I am going to show the reel here during the video because I will edit it today before the vlog is out, so you'll be able to see a snippet of that. And feel free to let me know your thoughts on that. So yeah, I think we're just gonna enjoy the weather here, have a small picnic or like eat the sun because we don't have any food. And then it's time to get some work done later in the afternoon. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And show them off my personality because I am like that. And I haven't showed it yet. I don't know why. I don't know for what good reason. I haven't shown my personality yet. Right? Oh damn, it's hella overexposed. Alright, let's see how rusty I got. What's up guys? It's been a little minute, I know. But let me catch up with you guys. I just moved to Tokyo, new apartment, new job, writing my bachelor thesis right now, and honestly everything just hit at once. Finding new routines, living alone for myself, and finding new friends as well. And somewhere in all of that, I just stopped creating. Wonderful good morning. It's actually not morning anymore. I kind of snoozed. I have a streak sometimes where I wake up at 8, like 8:10. That's where I wake up, try to. And then at the same time, the next day, I just snooze. And then the next day, I wake up at 8. Then the next day, I snooze. So, yeah, I don't know. One day, I hope I'll be able to just stay as consistent with my sleeping schedule as anything else. I don't know. If you guys know, you know, apple cider vinegar. It's disgusting. I just can't get used to it. What I've done, I haven't put it on the vlog, but 2 days before, I made homemade yogurt. So if you guys also know that Japan dairy products are quite expensive. So that's why I decided to make my own yogurt on the recipe of my mom. But it was a little bit waterish, jelly-ish, I guess. So that's why I also put it like into this net to let it drip so it gets more thick. And today we're gonna see how it turned out because I'm really excited. I love yogurt. I love a really good Greek yogurt or just homemade yogurt itself. And like I said, a kilogram of Greek yogurt here, and you have to drive all the way to Costco, is about 1,000 yen. So I think it was 5 euros, 6 euros. So let's see how it turned out. Okay. It looks decent, looks good. Looks way more thick than before. Ooh, that's good. That's some good yogurt. Honestly, being here in Japan, especially as somebody who coming from Germany and loves food, it's there's a lot of foods that you don't have here, and for a different price. I mean, obviously for given reasons, but it's more of a lifestyle change, I guess, that you have to do. For example, I'm somebody who comes from a bread culture, so I always have like some form of bread here in Japan. But the bread is just not as good as I know it from home or like in Turkey even, because you know my parents come from Turkey. It's really about weighing out the sacrifices you kind of make, like quote unquote, and like, you know, being okay with having a lifestyle change of eating more rice or more watery dishes or having to skip on fruits. You know, these bananas, which actually taste not that good, honestly, compared to what I'm used. And I mean, I shouldn't be comparing, but the price as well for those bananas, it's quite high. And I used to eat like 2 bananas easily per day, but now I'm like, gotta think twice about it. That's why I'm trying to do as many things as I can, buy many things as I can that I can do myself, like the yogurt here, for example. Also, with this technique where you let this yogurt sink through, you're gonna lose a lot of yogurt because obviously you're draining the water from it. But then you get some high quality Greek yogurt style. I shouldn't have put it in this big jar actually, because it's way too big. Should have put it into like a small box. Damn. So now we got some solid Greek yogurt. But before I drained it, it was like full till here, like the whole thing. Yeah, we had curry yesterday inside, so it's something else. But yeah, you know, I guess it's like really solid now. After my breakfast, I also have my supplements. These are my go-to supplements right now. So we have some vitamin stack, D3K2, creatine, fish oil, magnesium for the evening, and also some protein powder for, you know, after a workout. It's nothing crazy, just keeping it simple, stupid, I guess, and it gets the job done. Omega especially important, and creatine just on a daily basis. Everything else I also take daily, just to stay at my best and give my body the best it needs. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, and I don't want to just on a side note mention it, but I got chronic pain, like back pain, and like it goes all the way up to my neck and my hip, and I cannot even go for runs anymore. And it's really getting to me, and no doctor knows why, what. They just say stretch more, but that's not really the reason. And it's been like this for many years now. So it's kind of an impediment to, you know, wanting to be in the best shape of my life, but also like having this pain and not knowing what's good for me, what I can do, what I can't do. But there's no real reason for me to complain that much, but just, trying to be more cautious and make the best out of it, what I can do. And don't give up, I could just say fuck it all and eat whatever I want and all of that, but, still gotta make the best out of it. So, gonna take my supplements, get some work in while I digest, and then it's time for the gym. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm currently writing my personal development journey portfolio. This is something that my university requires me to do. Every semester, we got asked to write a portfolio about ourselves, which includes things such as who we are as a person, identity, then who we want to be professionally and personally, goals and stuff like that. I think this is a really interesting thing that this university had offered, because I wouldn't have really took the time in this depth of questions and requirements that lead me to this certain outcome. And now I look back at it and I realize how much of a wrong, I wouldn't say wrong, but I'm currently writing it myself. I can just read out a little bit what I'm writing here about my who I am, quoting. So when I look at my personal and professional identity in semester 7 and 8, I would say that this was one of the first times where I really questioned the image I had on myself before. In the past, I often described myself as very disciplined, ambitious, and someone who always pushes through. I do still think that I have these traits to a certain extent, but this semester I realized that I sometimes hold on to too much to that version of myself because I want it to be true, not always because it fully is. I noticed that I'm also just a human being like everybody else. I have days where I do not feel strong, motivated, or structured. I have days where I overthink, take things too personally, or feel disappointed in myself. Before I often saw that as a weakness, but now I'm starting to see that accepting these sides of myself is also part of growth. I do not always need to function perfectly in order to be valuable. This was just a small part. And being able to reflect on what I've thought about myself, who I wanted to be, who I thought I am, really opened me these doors of just reflecting on it and just truly knowing myself, that because of the way I brought up and didn't have a really father figure who also guided me in certain sense, and I had a lot of pressure on myself, and that just led to my certain extreme characteristics of being so extreme, pushing it through. And that's why I injured my back, which I mentioned before with my chronic back pain. When I was 18, I got myself a disc hernia, a disc bulge, and ever since I'm carrying this with me. My goal or my journey is rather to find a balance within myself, accepting myself as a whole rather than pointing out certain traits. I also learned that I shouldn't yap so much. It's already 3 minutes, and I don't know. I'm still figuring out YouTube game. So you guys, I hope whoever listened to this takes something away from this positive, or just maybe resonate with this. I would be so happy, because I deeply wanted to share this with you. So I'll be finishing this. I took a nap, by the way, because my ADHD got too much, and I couldn't. So. That coffee is good. I just made it to a cafe here in Tokyo, Roppongi. My social anxiety is getting to me. Filming in public is really not my cup of tea, but just trying to get used to it. This morning, I had to go out early just because I know if I would have stayed inside, I wouldn't have been. And I know I shaved from yesterday, so I kind of look different from in the vlog, because we had like a little friends meeting, and Wednesdays is the day where I usually shave twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. Since I have a deadline coming up, actually 2 deadlines from my university, and I have a surprise guest coming this week, I wanted to wrap up this vlog, kind of, and also already start editing it, because I really started slacking with my short form and long form. Recently, I've already shared this on my Instagram, but now to share it here on my vlog for the first time is I'm trying to open a cafe in Tokyo. I don't know when this kind of thought arose, but I just had this idea of having a cafe would be so nice. Just a vibe, being able to sit, work, chat, have human interactions. So this is my kind of new goal that I want to approach, and also with my deadline of my internship ending here in Japan, needing work and all of that, I just want to take the risk and try something. So yeah, it's time to log in, get some work done, finish my reel. That one I still haven't done, and then start editing this vlog. And apart from that, I'll just do my university work. I always say work, but like I have my portfolio and my intern presentation for my bachelor thesis. I really shouldn't take it so easy, this bachelor, because if I start to do so, then I will pay the consequences later on. So having said all that, grab a cup of coffee, grab a drink of your choice, and start logging in with me. Quick update on what's going on now. I'm back out again with my Duolingo umbrella, casa. I kind of fumbled hard. I forgot my second charging cable, so I could either use my SSD, which I have all my data on, or have to use my charging cable to charge my laptop. And additionally, I have to go back because I have forgot my work laptop, and I have a meeting coming up, which I need to look at document for. So yeah, recently I'm kind of all over the place with all my stuff. I forgot some things, and it's not just recently, honestly. So yeah, I don't know, gotta learn from that. Now heading back, it's luckily only 40 minutes away, so could be worse. But also haven't had breakfast, so I'm just gonna grab something small and then go back and grab my stuff, reset, and then go back out, get my work done. I'm luckily halfway through with my reel, and I already posted another reel, which I'm finally so proud of. Like, just get it out. Big relief. And I subconsciously realized my jaw's tensing up a lot, like because my right side of my back hurts. I think that's also not really good. I don't know why, but gotta remind myself, and also if you yourself, if you're tensing up, just take a deep breath, relax, and keep going.
Grab me 3 eggs, please. Chinese Korean.
Chai latte, cinnamon.
For the onions and the mushroom. Emergency.
This is peak. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Looks good, yeah, man. Thanks for the cooking, boss. Chef. Bro, he's standing inside there. Why doesn't he come out? Bro, where have you been, man? Where have you been? I was waiting for you. I was like trying to catch the moment, and you just welcome back, man.
Cooked already 3 times.
Cooked, yeah. He flew from Hong Kong to
Beijing
Beijing. No,
Beijing to Hong Kong, Beijing to Sapporo, Sapporo to Narita. 2 days.
so 2 days straight just to come here, man. Oh, man. Thank you so much, bro. Well, how you doing, man? Where you got? Bro brought me the most Chinese gift wrap packaging that I've seen in the world. Bro, why is it so Chinese? It's even more Chinese when you open it. Oh! No way!
The Chinese go for it.
This is Chinese real medicine. Goji berries.
This is magic.
This is the real magic. Thank you, man. This is magic. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. Okay, so I wanted to come to visit China anyway, but after my bachelor I